Hey guys, I'm DarkComet, and today I'm going to do my very first video, or at least video that I'm going to upload. And I felt like that my first video that I upload should be pretty much me explaining who I am, what my intentions are, things like that, questions that you may have about me when you're watching my videos, or at least questions that I had about YouTubers or have whenever I watch someone for the first time. So we'll just jump straight into it and we'll go from there. So who am I? My name is Logan King. I was born in Arkansas, 1995, October. I have lived here for all of my life, so kind of boring, but I have traveled around, things like that. A lot of my family lives here. I don't really have family who lives out of the country, at least that I know of. What else about me? I mean, right now I'm currently going to college. This is my very first year for college, and my goal is to get a bachelor's degree at least in computer programming. I'm not entirely sure where I want to go from there, or what field I want to take, what path, career path, where I want to apply, things like that. I'm currently working at Best Buy. That's my current position. I've worked at Walmart before in our electronics department, and I currently work in the mobile department for Best Buy. So that's who I am. That's what I'm doing currently. My next question or at least that you guys may have, is what is my history with YouTube? Well, YouTube came out 2007, so that would have made me 12. And I didn't really know about YouTube. Now I'm thinking about it, it's kind of hard to believe. I didn't really know about YouTube or use it. I didn't even really mess with it until high school, until my freshman year of high school, whenever I started doing extra learning outside of class, when I started doing more hobbies. I actually, believe it or not, started using it. Now that I think about it, my very first video that I actually watched on YouTube was when I was trying to get onto the cheer team of my high school. The reason I did cheer was because when I moved from one town to another because my mom was a teacher there, and whenever I moved to high school, I wanted to do something new. I wanted to do something that I'd never done before, and that was unique. So I was the guy who had a motorcycle at age 14. I was the guy who was applying for the cheer team and for the swim team. And doing that and having no experience beforehand, I went to tumbling classes, I went to gymnastics, I did trainings, I did all kinds of things. I did stuff in the backyard, all day, all the time. My goal was to get on the cheer team and be the first male onto the team. So, for a lot of things, like stunts and hand placements, what we did was we actually recorded girls doing this stuff, so then we could go back and look at it. At the time, my videos weren't very good, and there was a few places that I was getting confused on, and like where do I place my hands and things like that, and like what position do I need to get into. So what I did was I used YouTube for the very first time. That was actually my first time using YouTube, believe it or not. And it was to learn. It was to learn how to do cheer stunts, how to do tumbling, how to do partner stunts, things like that. And it helped me out greatly. I learned from many girls. I learned from a few guys. I learned about, it helped me bring up my confidence in continuing with cheerleading. It helped me learn about how it would benefit me, how to handle situations where people might look at me and say, why are you in cheerleading, you're a guy? things like that. And then same for swim, I wanted to learn techniques. I wanted to learn how to be the most efficient, what I needed to eat, how I needed to breathe, when I needed to breathe, when I needed to jump, how to jump effectively at start of matches, and things like that. I became really technical. And then I also started watching YouTube because whenever I moved, I did soccer for like 8-9 years. And then when I moved, I didn't really have time for it anymore, sadly. And so what I did was I actually helped out my mom, who was doing a all-girl, or like, they were for my sister. She was like 8 at the time? No. How old was she? I don't even remember how old she was. 10? No. She's 7 years younger. Moved when I was 15, so yeah. So she was 8. No, she was young. Okay, so yeah, she was 8, and she did soccer, and then I think around 10 or 11, I can't remember, we did soccer with her, and so I continued using YouTube. I also used YouTube to learn how to code as well, and how to make websites, and how to make games. And then I started using YouTube a lot. YouTube became my best friend. And now I use YouTube for everything. YouTube is my best friend. It helps me learn, it helps me progress, it helps me learn new things that I maybe not have had the opportunity to learn in the first place. It helps me out when I feel alone. It helps me out when I'm encountering something new and don't know how to react. It helps me out when I ask my parents something that I don't know how to explain it. It helps me out how to, handle certain situations, and how to do things, effectively. And so I have used YouTube. I've watched hours upon hours. I've watched a lot of YouTube. I've been using it since my freshman year of high school, so it's been 5 years now. No, 6 years now. 5 years. Almost 6. So I've used it for a long time. And the reason I want to start doing YouTube is to add to the content. That's why. Honest to goodness. I want to make YouTube channels to help people out, like me, who might have not had all the money to be able to go to school, or go to the right school, or get the proper training, or get the proper, like, say, private tutoring lessons, or wants to learn new things, but doesn't have the time, doesn't have the resources, doesn't know how or where to start. I want maybe for people who maybe don't have the money to, say, pay for medication for, say, depression or anxiety, or, say, PTSD, or things like that. Instead of going other routes, maybe I could help them, and I've seen it before, other YouTubers helping out people who can't afford those things, but then can go watch YouTube and feel good. Who can go through the day and watch one YouTube channel, or one YouTube video, and then feel good about themselves, and feel great, and want to continue, and want to learn more, and they want to go and explore and try new things, and things like that. And wow, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. And I might be a little too excited about it, but I really want to do YouTube videos, and I really want to do it because I want to help other people. That's honest. That's what I want to do. I want to do something important. I want to do something great. And I've done other things, and I wish to continue with them, but while I'm learning and while I'm trying to become the person that I want to become, and take the path that I want to do, because right now I'm a little wary, I'm a little unsure about the path I want to take yet for college, and for a job, and for all those things. I felt like maybe I could also not only build myself, but maybe build a YouTube channel with a group of people who may be in the same situation or have had the same situation, maybe have experience, or people who aren't there yet and are a few years before they even encounter that situation but want to learn from me. So I felt like making a YouTube channel and documenting things about me, documenting my experiences, documenting what I've learned, and maybe gathering a group of people who can, help out other people. I really want to do that. I'm inspired by other YouTubers. I've been inspired by other leaders, and I really want to do the same thing. I really, really want to do it. So that simply means it's on you guys, because I'm just one person, but maybe together we can do something good. We can do something important. Now, I'm not the best at YouTube, not yet, and I don't think I'll ever reach that potential. I have hopes, but I don't know, and I'll improve over time, but I want to do something important, and I need your guys' help. I want to grow, and I want to do important things. Right now, my current hobbies, current goals, what I'm doing at this moment in time is going to college, working, and then I also have started my own business for 3D printing, and I have actually done 3D printing for businesses for certain components in commercial made products that they're making thousands of. And I did that for a while, and then they ended up getting bought out, and so now I'm in a position where I don't really know what to do with my 3D printer. And the reason I started making videos was because of my 3D printer. I wanted to record an unboxing, because it was the biggest and greatest thing that I have. And I still have that video, and I'm going to edit it and publish it. But I'm a little skeptical because it was my very first video using this camera, a high-end camera. It was my very first video recording myself and talking about it and trying to explain things. And then from there, I decided I want to do it. And it's been a few months, but I want to go full force now. I want to do it. And so about, right now I do 3D printing. I'm kind of in the stage where I don't know what to do, because after they got bought out and I was able to take my intellectual property, I was able to buy a 3D printer, I was able to buy a camera, I was able to buy a gaming laptop, or a laptop with enough power to do things. And now that I work at Best Buy and able to get technology that a lot of people can't or won't be able to get a hand of, or be able to see stuff before things actually do come out. And I love technology. I also do design games and websites and apps, and want to progress at that and want to learn. And maybe I can learn from you guys, and maybe you guys can learn from me. Maybe ones who are starting out, you can figure out what path I took. But I'd really like to learn from you guys as well, learn experiences. Maybe you guys have experiences or made certain decisions or have done certain projects, and I'd love to learn about it. Write down in the comments, please. I want to know about projects that you guys have worked on. So that's what I'm currently doing at this moment. I also did a fundraiser. I did it for 3 nonprofit organizations. I did for the Humane Shelter. And sorry, I'm nervous on camera. I'll get better over time. I'm kind of jittery, a little shaky. I stutter a little bit. Like, not usually, but probably on camera because I'm nervous and I'm so emotional right now. But yeah, so right now I'm working on I just finished off doing a charity event to gather money for 3 nonprofit organizations, the Susan G. Komen Society for Breast Cancer here in Arkansas. I also did the no phone or tablet or whatever did that. I also raised money for the Humane Society, or the Humane Society Shelter in Arkansas as well. It's one of the only 2 or 3 non-kill shelters. They pretty much keep their dogs. until they can, you know, find them a home. They don't like give them a month and say, hey, look pretty, take the picture and say good luck. If you didn't look pretty enough in that picture, then we're gonna put you down. They actually do take care of those dogs, and they've had dogs for years, and I'd really like to be able to help them. And I know the person, I've known him for a lot of part of my life, or a long portion of my life through my parents. He's a great guy, the guy who owns the animal shelter, and he's still been doing it, and he's awesome, and I really like to help him. And then the last organization is I just had a brain fart. Not the Giving Tree, that's a book. The Ability Tree. Sorry. The Ability Tree in Arkansas as well. It's over in Siloam. And they do stuff for kids with learning disabilities, kids with autism. They take care of them, they help them out, they take the stress off parents. And I helped out with cheerleading. I went down and took care of some kids and did an event with them for a while, and then I decided I wanted to help further after high school. So those are the 3 organizations. I was able to raise $102. And I know that to me, I feel bad. I don't know why. I'm giving this money, and I'm actually going to raise it to where I give $40 each. That I'm going to take out of my own money and give it to them. And a portion of that $102 happened to be my money as well that I gave. I donated like $30 or $40 myself because nothing was happening, and I wanted to like start a roll, you know, the ball rolling, and it kind of worked, but I feel bad. And I know I shouldn't. People tell me, hey, you raised money for them. Even the organization said, hey, anything helps. Anything counts, even if it's $1. That's one more dollar we have to be able to continue, to be able to get dog toys, to be able to get toys for the kids, or be able to have another medal for, you know, Race for the Cure, or give money to, you know, curing breast cancer, things like that. And once they said that, I felt good, but I feel bad. I don't know why, and I want to do it some more. I want to continue doing it. I don't know when I'll do it next, but that is one of my other goals. And I have a 3D printer, so for the time, I was actually offering rewards, or not rewards, but prizes, I guess, for certain tiers that you would give if you donated. Then I would give you certain amounts. Or I would say, like, print you this thing, or get you a t-shirt, get you a mug, things like that. So I was literally giving things away to raise money for these organizations, because I really, really wanted to, because it was the least I could do. So, yeah, and they've done a lot for our community. So enough about that, enough about, you know, my 3D printing business, and you'll probably see some videos about my 3D printer. I'll probably upload the unboxing of it and some hands-on videos with the 3D printer and problems that I've encountered, so I'm really excited about that. And if you guys are excited, I have the Robo 3D printer. I love that printer. It is awesome. I will do more videos on it. Don't worry. And then what else? Well, I already explained what is your history with YouTube? Why YouTube? What are my goals? What I want to do, I mean, and what videos do I want to make? Videos that I want to make. First I want to make unboxing videos and some tech review videos, or not review, but like hands-on first impression or afterthoughts of, you know, certain things like that. Some videos that I have are some ideas that I have in mind, like some inspirations, at least for unboxings and things like that, are, say, Unbox Therapy, and I'll be honest, you'll probably see some inspiration from them, from The Verge, from Techno Buffalo, from Android Authority, from what is his name? Brownlee, no, oh, I gotta look it up, hold on a second, hold on 5 seconds. And then Barnacules, Nerdgasm, you'll see some inspiration from him. Actually, the reason I got my 3D printer, it's Marquise, right? I don't know. But nonetheless, those are a few of my many inspirations for doing an unboxing and tech channel. So you'll see some inspiration, you'll see a little bit of a few ideas from them that were inspired from them, and then I'll build my own channel from that. I'm not going to rip them off, but I'm going to be upfront about it. Those are some of my inspirations. And if you guys ever do watch it, any of you guys who do have that channel, thank you for watching first off. And thank you to everyone who's watching. But thank you for making those channels. They're inspirational, they're awesome, they're great learning tools. They're great to learn what's up to date, what's coming out. You get to learn about the newest processors and screen technologies, and learn about 3D printers and how to use them and what they're capable of doing. I love that. So I want to do something like that. I also want to do a gaming channel. I want to do some, some Call of Duty. No, I'm joking. No. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do yet. I'm probably gonna do some like indie horror games. I'm going to do some like indie games. First off, a lot of indie games, a lot of platforming games, a lot of fun small groups that made something. Some stuff that are from Kickstarter, or some stuff that are from indie popcorn or things like that. That's my goal. I wanna do that. Make some videos on smaller businesses. And for my unboxing, actually, I completely missed it. My unboxing and technology, I want to try to focus on indie businesses, indie small tech businesses. I know that's probably not a definition, that's probably not a term, but that's what I call them. Things like Pebble. Pebble is a really good small business that has grown substantially, but they're still small in comparison to their competitors. And I'd like to be able to review them and give them opportunities that other businesses have already had time established, already have connections, and they're the ones that first get thought of when people do unboxings or reviews. I want to do the other guys. The guys who are smaller. Things like MakerBot. 3D printing. MakerBot is the biggest 3D printing business currently out. At least from what I'm aware of. And how many employees do they have? Like 250 or less? That's still considered a small business in the United States small business category. They're the largest 3D printing that I know of for consumer grade 3D printers. They're still considered to me an indie business. They're a small independent tech business. That's what I say. A business that hasn't yet been bought out or being funded by, say, like Oculus Rift used to be a indie business, at least to me, until they got bought by Facebook. Now I may consider them still, but now they're getting a lot of funding from Facebook, a few other ones as well. So that's what I want to focus on, unboxing and technology reviews, and then also indie games and indie, maybe indie software, indie things like that. I want to focus on that for my game channel. I really want to do that as well. I love playing games. I love trying to be entertaining and trying to be funny. I don't know how funny I am, but I'll try. I love coming up with new ideas. I have some ideas about gaming channel, or for my gaming channel, some ideas that I hope have never been seen on YouTube before. So stay tuned with that. And I'll make sure to leave a link down below to both this video I'm making will be on all my channels. I have 3 channels. I have one for DarkComet Designs, which is my 3D printing business. I have one that is for DarkComet Games, and then I have, or not games, DarkComet Gaming, and then I have one for my DarkComet Tech and Unboxings. These are my 3 channels, and this video will be uploaded on all 3 of them. So I'll have three copies. I don't know if that's allowed. I may change that later on. I don't know, maybe I'll just share it to all of them. I'm not sure entirely how I'll do it, but you'll be able to find them all 3 channels. And then what I'll do is I'll leave a link down below to all 3 of those channels. So if you're interested in viewing more content from them, if you're interested in seeing some of my other inspirations, if you're interested in watching any of my videos, or maybe even subscribing, I love to have the help. Yep, sorry my camera timed out. It has like a protection for overheating, so it does good, but I guess I rambled on. I guess that meant I talked too much. But I just wanted to finish up by saying thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you for everything, and I hope that we can grow as a channel and do good. So if you're interested and you want to see more content by me, then please subscribe or even like this video. All help is appreciated, it's needed, and I really thank you for all of the help that you guys are giving. And I'll also leave a link down below for the other channels that I mentioned in this video, but also some other inspirational channels that are some other YouTubers that inspired me that I might have not mentioned, or might have, gotten past. So yeah, you can check them out if you haven't heard of them. I'll leave a link down below and check them out, please. They're awesome YouTubers and they may inspire you. And then that's about it. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Again, tell me down below in the comments how I did, and tell me like how I can improve, things like that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.